السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
عليكم السلام.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, today is going to be a brief class because I'm teaching a class at a local school here in Denver. So it's going to be a brief class. It's going to be about 30 minutes. And so let's start. Let's start with Ayat al-Kursi. Allahu la
ilaha
illa huwa
إلا هو
al-hayyu
الحي
al-qayyum
القيوم
لا تأخذه لا تأخذه all of us سنة ولا نوم
ولا نوم
له
له
ما في السماوات
ما في السماوات
وما في الأرض
وما في الأرض
من ذا الذي
الذي
يشفع عنده
يشفع عنده
إلا بإذنه
إلا بإذنه
يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم
وما خلفهم
ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء
إلا بما شاء
وسع كرسيه
وسع كرسيه
السماوات والأرض
السماوات والأرض
ولا يؤوده
ولا
حفظهما
يحفظهما
وهو العلي
وهو العظيم
العظيم. صدق الله العظيم. Okay, let's get started. When you're writing a Python program, you can include a plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. These signs are called operators. In Python, are called operators. So when you're writing a program, last time you wrote a program, print hello. What did the program do? When our program was print hello, what did the program do?
We'll say hello back.
It printed hello, exactly. It printed hello. When we type the program on idle is our development environment. The development environment is where you write the program. So last time we wrote print hello on idle on our development environment. Development means building. It's called the development environment because you're developing your program, you're building your program. So idle is called the development environment or the program building environment. So last time on idle, we wrote a program, print hello. It opened a window. That window is called the shell. It opened the window, it opened the shell, and it said hello back. It printed the word hello. So last time we wrote a simple program. So we launched idle like we will launch idle today. So last time we started idle, we launched idle, and we typed print hello, a simple program. What happened was idle opened a new page for us, and it printed the word hello. That new page is called the shell. So we're working on two things, the development environment and the shell. Development environment and the shell. Idle is the development environment where we write the program. The shell is the window that opens where we can see the results of the program. So last time we wrote a program, print hello, and that's a simple program just to print one word, to print hello. But sometimes the programs may be complex. The program may include addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So these are called operators. And also in Python, there's this concept of order of operations. Order of operations. Order of operation. What does that mean? Order of operation means multiplication and division are a higher priority than addition and subtraction. Multiplication and division are a higher priority than addition and subtraction. So let's say we're working on idle, and you type 5 plus 30 times 20. So which one is Python going to calculate first? 5 plus 30 or 30 times 20?
30 times 20.
30 times 20. So 30 times 20 is what?
30 times 20 is 600. 20 is
600. 600. Then we add the 5. So that becomes 605. Why? Because multiplication comes first, addition is second. That's called the order of operation. So these signs, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, are called operators. And these operators have an order of operation. So multiplication, division first, addition, subtraction second. Are we all clear on this?
Yes.
Ali,
Yes.
is this clear? Good. Del, who's Del?
Del is me.
Okay, Khalifa?
Yeah, it's me.
All clear?
Yes, all clear.
I think you answered already, so you kind of did the math in your head.
Did answer.
That's good, yeah. Yeah. Yasmin, clear?
Yes, sir.
Ali, clear?
Yes.
Good, good. Aya, Lena, and Rima, clear? Omar, clear?
Yeah.
Diane and Jenna, clear? Diane,
She said yes, just look in the chat.
she said yeah, okay, good. So, sometimes, okay, let's say on idle, we type 5 plus 30. Sometimes you can change the order of operation, meaning we said multiplication and division is first and then addition and subtraction. But sometimes if you include parentheses, that changes the order of operation. So 5 plus 30 times 20. The same equation we wrote before, 5 plus 30 times 20, except this time, so the 5 is still the same, the 30 is still the same, the 20 is still the same, except this time we included parentheses. When you include parentheses, we're telling Python to change the order of operation. So now we're telling Python addition first. So what's 5 plus 30?
5 plus 30 is 35.
35 times 20.
35 times 20 is 20 equals.
It'll be easier if we say 35 times 10 first, that's 350, right? So times 20 will be twice as much, will be 700.
700.
You guys clear on this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the order of operation usually? What's the order of operation?
Division and
What comes
multiplication
first?
Division and multiplication comes first.
Right, and then addition and subtraction, right? But what if we want to change the order of operation? What can we do?
Then we use parentheses.
Parentheses. And sometimes you can have a parenthesis within a parenthesis. It's called nested parentheses, meaning you have two parentheses. For example, we can say 5 plus 30, parentheses, times 20, another parenthesis, divided by 10. So we start with the inner parentheses. The inner is what? 5 plus 30 plus 5 is what?
30 plus 5 is 35.
35. So it becomes 35 times 20 divided by 10, right? You guys clear on this?
Yes.
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 35 times 20 is 35 times 10 is 350 times
700.
2,
700.
700, and then divided by 10. So that's
70,
correct? Exactly. So the order of operation is multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. How can you change it?
Parentheses.
Parentheses. And if you have double parentheses, which one is Python going to calculate first?
The inner parentheses.
The inner. Okay. 5 plus 30 times 20 divided by 10. So this is an equation without parentheses. So what are we going to calculate first?
20 divided by 10.
20 divided by 10 or 30 times 20, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So 30 times 20 would be 600, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And 600 divided by 10 is what?
60.
60. Then plus 5. So it becomes 65. So sometimes in Python, the program can be a simple program. It could be a simple program like print hello. That's a simple program. Or it can be a simple program 5 plus 30 times 20. So we said multiplication, division first, addition, subtraction second, parentheses to change the order of operation. If you have two parentheses, you work the inner parentheses first. So sometimes the Python program may be a simple program, like print hello, or 5 plus 30 times 20. But sometimes the Python program may be a complex program. You want it to remember a couple of things. Like let's say you want to tell the Python program, Lian is 10 years old. Khalifa is, let's say, 11 years old. Example, right? This person is this how many years old? This person is 7 years old. This person is so and so. I want you to calculate the ages of Lian and Khalifa after 10 years, and to calculate the ages of this person and that person after that number of years. So this is a complex program. This is not a print hello. This is not a simple program. It's not a multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. These are simple programs. But sometimes you want to write a complex program. You want to tell the program, Lian is 10 years old. Khalifa is, let's say, 11 years old. Yasmin is, let's say, 12 years old. Jana is 9 years old, and so on. So sometimes you want to tell the program, you want to give this program a lot of information, and then you're going to tell the program to calculate the ages of Lian and Khalifa after 5 years, and to calculate the age of, let's say, Yasmin and Jenna after 10 years. So that's a complex program. To write a complex program like this, I hear some noise in the background. So to write a complex program like this, you have to create what's known as a variable. So if you want the program, if there's many factors to the program, so this program here is simple, print hello. This program here is multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, simple. But if the program has many variables, you want it to remember many things, Lian's age, Khalifa's age, Yasmin's age, Jenna's age, so it can do calculations on these numbers later. If you wanted to remember many variables, what you do is you create a variable. In Python, you create a variable. For example, you can say, that's how you create a variable. You can say Fred equals 11. Now the program knows that Fred is how many years old?
11.
11. So if you give Python a program, if you say calculate age after 5 years, so the program is going to calculate the age. So what's the age going to be after 5 years?
21. Oh wait, 16.
16. 11 plus 5, 16. Then you're going to tell the program to print Fred. So what is it going to do? So it's going to open a new window called the shell, and it's going to tell you Fred is how many years old?
16. 11.
16. You guys clear on this?
Yes, sir.
And then you can create another variable. You can say, and it's best to kind of do this. Are we all clear on this part?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, Yasmin, Lian, Jenna, Khalifa, Ali. All good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So it'll be easier since you guys are already you're already good with Python. I think without explaining it much, we can just go to the development environment, which is idle, and we can just write these commands or programs on idle.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see the screen?
No. Yes.
So this is our development environment where we can write a program, and it's going to open a window called a shell to show us the result of the program. And even sometimes you want to save the program so you can use it tomorrow and the day after and the day after. You can go here, File, Save As, and you can save it on your laptop. And moving forward, you're going to be saving the programs you write. But today our goal is not to save the program. We're just going to work with variables. So if a program is simple, like print hello, that's a simple program. If your program is multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, that's a simple program. Program is going to do addition, multiplication, division first, then addition, subtraction. You can change the order of operation by including parentheses. If there's 2 parentheses, the program is going to calculate the inner parentheses first. But sometimes the program will have many variables. You're going to give it many values, and then you do that by creating a variable. So we can say Fred equals 11. So that's a variable. Fred equals 11. We're telling the program that Fred equals 11. Later on, we can tell it calculate Fred's age after 5 years, calculate Fred's age after 10 years, 50 years, 60 years. So we can tell it to calculate Fred's age in the future. But for now, let's just keep the program simple. We can just simply type print Fred. What do you think it's going to print?
11.
11. Did it print 11?
Yes.
Try again.
And the reason it didn't open a new window, a shell, and it printed 11 on the same window, is because we didn't save the program. When you just open idle is the development environment. Development environment means this is where you write your program. If you open idle and try and start typing a program without saving it, it's just going to give you the result. It's going to think you're just testing the program. It's just going to give you the result on the development environment itself. But if we save it and then run the program, it's going to open a new window called the shell, and it's going to say 11 on the shell. So let's say we change Fred to 13. Now I print Fred. What do you think the result is going to be? 13, right? 13, right. Now I can say John 10. If I say print John, what is it going to print?
10.
10. But I can also say John equals Fred. So see here, I'm not saying John equals 10. I'm saying John equals Fred. So I'm telling the program John's age is Fred's age. So now if I print John, what is it going to say?
23. 13.
One more time.
23.
13, right? Because here we said John equals 10. The variable John is 10, but here we said the variable John is equal to the variable Fred. And we know from the past that the variable Fred is how many years?
13.
13. Print John. You guys see the 13?
Yes, sir.
Good. So right now, both John and Fred are how many years old?
13.
I think there's echo. Where's the echo coming from?
I don't know.
Okay. So now we know we know both John and Fred are how many years old?
13.
13. So if we want the program to calculate the age after 5 years, we can say Fred equals Fred plus what? If we want the program to calculate Fred's age after 5 years, Fred is 13 today. We want the program to calculate Fred's age after 5 years. So we say Fred equals Fred plus what?
5 years.
5. Because Fred here is what? The age here is what?
Yes.
What's the value here? This variable, Fred.
Fred 18.
No, I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about Fred plus 5. I'm just saying this Fred here.
13.
13, right? Are you guys all clear on this?
Yes.
Yes.
100%?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Fred equals 13. So when I say Fred equals Fred plus 5, then I say print Fred. So print the new Fred, right? What is it going to print?
18.
18, correct. And how old is John?
John is was 10.
John is how
18.
old?
10.
18.
John is 10. Well, here we said John is 10, but did we change it or not?
Yes.
We changed it to what?
13.
So we said John is 10, right? And then we said John equals Fred, and Fred was how old?
13.
13. So when we say print John, it printed 13, right?
Yes.
So how old is John now?
13.
13. And we can make sure we can say print looks like I may have to restart Python. 1 second, guys, okay? You guys see the screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say John is 3 years old. Now if I say print John, what is it going to print?
John is going to print 3.
3.
3. You guys see the 3?
Yeah.
If I say Fred is 10, now I say print Fred, what is going to print?
10.
10. If I say Fred equals John, so now I'm changing Fred from 10. So here we said Fred is 10, but now I'm changing Fred from 10
to 3.
to John, to equals John. Exactly. So I say print Fred, what is going to print?
3.
3. So now both Fred and John are 3, right?
Yeah.
So print John 3. Print Fred 3, right? So if I say John equals John plus 3, so John in another 3 years, right? And then I say print John. So how old is he going to be?
6.
6.
6.
Right. And how old is Fred now? If I say print Fred, how old is Fred?
Fred is 10.
No. How old is Fred?
10.
3.
3.
3, right? Because here, see, print Fred 3, right? So Fred is 3. Do you guys all see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. So Fred is 3. So if we say print I may have to restart idle again. 1 second.
Sir,
Or we can,
sir,
yeah, go ahead.
are we going to program today?
Next time, you're gonna write a program. Remember the example of let's say you have 2 coins. Next, we're gonna start explaining the program now, and you guys are gonna program it next class. So remember, we were saying if you have 2 coins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get 2 coins, 2 additional coins per day, every day for a year. But then 3 coins are stolen every week, right? So you have 2 coins today, right? And then if you get 2 coins every day for a year, how many coins is that?
665?
365 times what?
2.
Times 2.
Times 2, right? And then if 3 coins are stolen every week, how many weeks are there in a year? 52 weeks.
37.
So that would
Times
be
3.
52 times 3. So 2 is the number of coins we have now. And then if we're going to get 2 additional coins every day for a year, 2 times 365, because there's 365 days in a year. And then if 3 coins are stolen every week, since there's 52 weeks a year, we say 52 times 3. So that becomes 2 plus 2 times 365. Let's do the math on idle. Okay, so 2, we started with 2 coins plus 2 times 365, right? Minus what? The stolen, right?
700.
You guys there? So the whole equation is going to be 2. 2 is the number of coins we started with. And then we got 2 coins every day for a year. But remember, there were some stolen coins too, right? So we say minus what?
2.
Like if we look here, do you guys see the equation here? 2
Yeah.
plus 2 times 365, right? Minus what?
3.
Minus 3, like that. That's it.
Minus 3 times 52.
Minus 3 times 52. Are we guys all clear on this?
Yeah.
Okay, Rima and your sisters, can any of you guys explain it to me? The equation here.
There's 2 coins, and then you get 2 coins each day in a year, and then in that same year you lose 3 coins a week.
Okay, and why did we say 2 times 365?
Because there's 365 days in a year, and each day you get 2.
Right, and why did we say 52?
Because there's 52 weeks in a year, and each week you lose 3.
52 weeks in a year, exactly. So now, do you guys see the screen? The answer is 5, 7, what?
7,
30.
Okay, let's write a new equation. Let's say I tell you the numbers change. We get 4 coins. We started with 4 coins, and we get 3 coins every day, and two coins are stolen every week. So 4, we started with 4, 3 coins every day, and 2 coins are stolen every week. So what will the equation be? Can someone tell me the equation? We started with 4.
4 times
4
300
times or plus?
plus
Plus, okay. So we
Plus
started
3.
with 4 coins, and we get 3 coins every day for a year.
4 plus 3
3, okay.
times 365 days
Say that again.
times 365 days.
Okay, yeah, that's there. 3 times 365. What else? So we
Minus
started with 4 coins, and we get 3 coins every day, and 2 coins are stolen every week.
365 days minus 2.
Minus 2. Is there anything else?
I don't know. I think
There is.
what is
Because
it?
2 coins are stolen. 2 coins are stolen every week. But we have a whole year. Times what?
3 times 365.
No. So we started with 4 coins, right?
Yeah.
Times 52. We started with how many coins?
We start with 4 coins.
4 coins. And how many coins did we get every day?
We get 2 coins. Okay.
3 coins. See here?
Yeah. 3 coins.
We got 3 coins every day for a year, right?
Yes.
And how many coins were stolen?
2.
2. 2 every what?
2 every week. Every week.
Every week. Right. And there's 52 weeks in a year. Khalifa, can you explain this equation to me?
We're going to start with 4 times 365.
No, not 4. Not 4. We
Two.
started with 4. But
Yeah.
how many coins did we get
We get 2.
every day? 3.
3.
I'm going to tell you again.
3.
We started with 4 coins, and then you got 3 coins every day for a year, and 2 coins were stolen.
So we going to multiply 3 times 365 days.
Plus 4,
Plus
but we're gonna pick up next time. So you guys see, we created a different equation every time the numbers change. So next time we're gonna write a program that will just give us the answers every time the numbers change. We don't have to do the equation every single time. So here we created an equation, the numbers changed, we created another equation. If the number changed again, we may create another equation. But we can write a program, no matter what the numbers are, it's going to give us the answers. This is what you guys are going to write next time. So I'm going to have to go now, but I'll see you guys next weekend, because I'm a bit late for my other class. See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
Mr.
Bye. Salam.